Welcome back to the Culturally Distinct Podcast. Your boy DJ KO. I'm glad you guys tuned back into the show. Happy Nationals. What is it? National Women's Month.
Yes, month.
I try to get it right. You know what I'm saying? I try to get it right. So y'all see what I got on. I got Shirley Chisholm on. Shout out to all of the black women that made an influence in this world. This is the first black woman that was inducted into Congress, 1947, if I'm not mistaken. Y'all fact check me. But much love to all the women that's doing great, major things that's very influential in the world. Much love to you guys. I'd like to give a big shout out to 605 Adult Beverages for being a sponsor to the show. Also, I'd like to give a big shout out to Red Core Universe for partnership with Culturally Distinct. We're trying to bring Culturally Distinct, not keep it here domestically, but we try to take it international. So I'm glad you guys tuned into the show. I know you guys could have been anywhere in the world, but you choose to be with me, and I'm so grateful and thankful. So today, guys, I always have a special guest that comes to the show, but today I have a really special guest because she said, you know what, since your show is so great and important, I want to cook for you. I want to cook for you live. You know what I'm saying? Before we even get to the introduction of the guest, I have my co-host today, Miss Rachelle.
Hello.
How you doing, Miss Rachelle? How you doing? How was your day?
I'm doing good. Busy.
Busy
Day.
That's a good thing.
It's Friday though.
It is Friday.
Yep.
It's Friday. That means everybody got paid.
Yeah.
Right? That's what the song say. It's Friday. Yeah. So, anyway, how was your week?
I had a really good, productive week.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna just leave it like that.
You leave it like that.
Yeah.
I got you. That's good. So, while we sitting here getting things prepared, I'd like to welcome to the show our special guest, Chef Nedra. Hey, help me do your hand clap. I got you. So, you probably seen this individual on Hell's Kitchen. You probably seen her at Summer Jam. You probably seen her on a Pepsi commercial because she's sponsored by Pepsi. Hey, look, we got a celebrity in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? She also not just that. She got a long resume. She also she cooks for a lot of athletes, professional athletes, like a Chris Paul, Tyson Chandler, those names that's known in the NBA world. A couple of more, and she's gonna name them, but it's all good. And as you can see, I don't know if y'all can see on the camera what she's doing. She's making some dishes for us that she's going to talk about.
I have my $1 million French toast. When I tell you this is a French toast to die for, I make them different every time. But we heard over here on this part of town that your favorite is that anejo.
Yeah, that's right.
We infuse the French toast especially for you today.
Yes.
With your favorite, which is anejo. It has a wild berry, blackberry compote. Oh. Thank you. Have a blackberry compote jam that's infused with the anejo. I want you guys to enjoy it. We got some.
We about to eat this French toast, y'all. That's French toast right
amazing.
there.
The brunch don't be brunching in Houston all the time, but I'm brunching. So.
Well, this is Sunday Fun Day town. So on Sundays, we do it. That's how we do it on Sundays. Our Sundays are like Fridays everywhere else.
There you go.
Y'all see the smoke, huh? Y'all see the smoke? No, we're not going to call the fire department. We're not calling the fire department. There we go. All right. I see you, Chef. All right. Y'all didn't know French toast could do hookah.
Toast do hookah, baby.
Y'all didn't know that. So
this is my first dish here, and this is, again, the $1 million French toast. Y'all have to dig in.
That looks
I'm
amazing.
always going to garnish with edible flowers. I make food sexy here. It's all about sexy.
So with the French toast, let me ask you the French toast. Don't worry about it. So look with the French toast.
That's why they don't let chefs come on the show now. Niggas. Black folk.
We're gonna scoot that over, all right?
Okay, awesome.
You gonna need a hot pot or you gonna need it?
No, I don't need no hot pot. My sister gonna get that though for me.
Okay, all right.
Oh, you real awesome, honey.
Well, it's all good. So before we even get into it, so I want to know, you said it's a $1 million toast. So what ingredients are inside the $1 million toast?
Okay, so prior to, I don't do any dairy. I about 3 years ago, I changed how I ate, and I lost 120 pounds. One day I was cooking for Tyson Chandler, and I was seeing him in the background. This was during COVID. He would be in the backyard lifting his weights, running up and down the field. I'm in there cooking, saying, "Woo, he look awesome." That's a snack right there. So I was like, you know what? I'll cook for a lot of athletes, and I want to look good in the picture, standing next to them, saying, "Hey, girl, hey." So I decided to lose some weight, but to say the least, so I use a vegan everything vegan in this $1 million French toast. We have our Hawaiian infused rolls. I take them and I inject them with rum. I let them sit. I use some almond milk. I use some more extra rum extraction to put in there, and then I use some chocolate that I get imported from France, and I let that sit in the milk, and that's what makes it $1 million French toast, because it's special ingredients that you wouldn't find in just any French toast. Most people just use egg, milk, cinnamon, and sugar, and that's it.
That's amazing combination.
Yeah, it is. So what? While we dig in this, how we gonna eat? How we gonna eat this?
You right here, y'all. This
Oh,
the
okay.
plate. This
Okay.
the plate. Y'all gonna share the plate.
Yeah, let's
This
do
the
it.
plate.
We sharing it right
Yeah,
now.
y'all
Let's
sharing
dig
it.
in. I can hold it for you.
Ooh, that was an awesome peanut.
I'll
And then
put it
I
right
need my
here.
other spoon.
Yeah. So while we digging in, don't get distracted by the plate, y'all. Don't worry about it. You know what
I'm
I'm saying?
greedy. Look, I'm to get the whole thing.
It's $1 million French toast that had to be presented, right? Right.
get
You
some,
can just, it's
I'm just
shareable.
digging this, okay.
It's shareable, so you can just pick the whole thing up and enjoy it just like that.
Let's see. Let's see how it tastes. God, so while I eat this food, I'm gonna ask you a question. So first of all, how did you even get started in cooking?
Okay, so I've been cooking since I was a little girl. I've been cooking since I was about 6 years old. I had my first easy bake oven. My dad actually was a chef. My mom was a better cook than my dad. And back in the 60s, my family owned a fish market called the Harris Place Fish Market. It was you buy, we fry, and we stole it from the Asians. So I'm just kind of, it's in the bloodline, baby. He said,
This is so
it's
good.
good.
All right,
Say
say it.
something to the camera.
All right, so
I want to do one of them little baby dances. You know when the babies start eating and they
start
start
dancing.
That's what I feel like doing. I feel like
It is good.
dancing.
And
This is good.
So when you taste it, what does it taste like?
It's like, to me, I mean, I have a combination going on here.
Okay.
Okay. To me, it tastes like a cinnamon roll, a beignet, French toast,
Okay.
and I'm not sure, like a little bit of cinnamon, just a little bit of cinnamon with some liquor.
A rum, like
Right,
a rum.
rum.
A rum taste. Yeah, what I tell you, it tastes like a little rum.
It's really good.
Rum flavor. Like you said, a beignet. So only certain people can use that term beignet. You got to be from the city. You know what
I
I'm saying?
think I'm from the city, baby.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, baby.
So, but it's light. It's not heavy. So you know how you have normal French toast that you go to different places. It's real heavy. This seems like it's real light. It tastes like real light, and I can have a lot of it and not be full. Like you said, this is like vegan. It's like vegan influence, right?
Right, it's vegan influence.
So that's why it's so light like that. So now, for all the vegans out there that's cautious about their weight, they can have a meal like this on Sunday Fun Day versus not eating anything.
And
And
no
I got the
dairy.
best place for y'all to come find and check this $1 million French toast that I have my first annual pop-up restaurant comedy jam here in Houston on Mother's Day, May 12th, featuring the comedian headlining Little Durl, Jay Can, Boss Lady, Ben a Damn Fool Jackson. Oh, you can come get your French toast there because that's the only place you're going to be able to get it from.
So look, Chef, let me ask you this: while you preparing the other dish, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get to the other dish, but so being from Detroit, who influenced you to be a chef?
Honestly, my dad and my mom influenced me to be a chef. To be honest, growing up in the inner city of Detroit, it's really not a lot of things to look forward to look up to. So you have to make pretend. And this was my dream as a little girl, as a 6-year-old, saying, I'm going to be something and I'm going to be somebody and I'm going to go somewhere. I still live that same little girl dream every day.
That's good. You know why? I'm thinking about that because Detroit. I'm thinking Detroit, Motown. I'm thinking BMF. Right, BMF. Yay.
What up, though?
Hey.
What up, though?
Hey, Blade Icewood, shout out. Who else? I'm thinking about Eminem.
Eminem.
Right. Shout out to the Lions. They went to the NFC Championship this year. You know what I'm saying?
It's our time to shine this year, baby. We've been cutting up.
I was hoping Detroit made it too.
Really?
I was going for them. Yeah.
We
honestly.
almost was there. We gonna get there.
Yeah. One
Because
day.
we had made it to every year. On Thanksgiving, my uncles and them put on the Lions. Every year they would lose. This year I call all my uncles. We won this time. We won. I saw what y'all was finally talking about. But it took a new generation to come and bring some momentum. Them guys are really hot. They know the game.
So I saw you putting some seasoning on your dish here. What is that? A special?
Yes. This is my Pootie
Special
Spice.
what?
It's low in sodium, no MSG, no preservatives, no extra additives. My mom was diagnosed with colon cancer, and they couldn't find out where where it came from. It wasn't genetic, so clearly in the African American community, we just have poor diets that's passed down from generation to generation, which is poverty food, and we cook with what we had. But now we in 2024, and it costs to eat. And what you gonna spend at McDonald's, you could spend cooking at home, just figuring out. All you need is this Pootie Spice right here. This the shit you put on everything. Even if you can't cook, they gonna make you feel like.
Now I got a question about the name.
Okay.
Pootie Spice. It's cute. I like it.
I'm glad you do, honey, because I do too.
Pootie Spice. So what the name?
It's a lifestyle.
Yay.
Hook it up, cook it up, cook it up,
got
cook
you,
it up.
Samantha.
Right. I'm out here cutting up for the world, y'all. Listen, I've been in the dark for so long here in Houston. I help a lot of restaurants open. I helped the Turkey Leg Hut open when they first opened their Almina restaurant. I help a lot of Black prominent people here in Houston with their menus. It's my time for me to step out and show them the lady behind the screen. I'm gonna do my pop-up restaurant.
Okay, so now look, let's rewind because you said you was on Hell's Kitchen, right? So that's an accomplishment in itself, right?
They not bringing me back on the show, y'all.
She wasting food and everything, but
that was the shrimp, boy.
that was a big shrimp too, man. Dang.
That's when you know it's good though. She cooking for real.
For real,
it ain't
for real.
no stage, nothing. Everything's authentic.
Right. So Hell's Kitchen, the Hell's Kitchen experience. How did that take place, and how did you even get nominated to go on the show?
Oh wow! One day my dad was in the kitchen, and he was like, "They got Hell's Kitchen coming down here to San Antonio." I used to live in San Antonio for a while. That's where I made my name as celebrity chef Nedra. He was telling me the show was coming and I should go try out. I called the people on the show and said, I want to come try out, but I got to go to work, and it ain't nothing I can do. The lady said, we like you. Just come skip the line. They had thousands of people in line waiting.
Wow.
It was just, when it's your time and God tell you to move, if you move, he passing out blessings like they did
right.
welfare
God's
checks in the
favor.
70s, and I'm collecting all mine. They said you got to name it and claim it, so I'm naming and claiming everything I got coming. You hear me, sis?
Goodness. That makes me so happy.
So I wind up just getting past the circus, just having an awesome personality and making it on the show and becoming a fan favorite. I mean, if you watch my season, you're going to see Gordon Ramsay him for him, because the whole time he's on the show, I'll say something, he just laugh and he can't keep it together.
Right.
You never seen that done in history until Chef Nedra came on the show.
All right, I see that what I'm talking about. So that experience. So tell me, how was that experience like in terms of cooking for a world-renowned chef? Like, were you afraid? Were you like timid? Were you like, will I mess up? Or like, how was that inner motion?
Well, to be honest, Hell's Kitchen is a mental game. So they take out all clocks, all communication to the world. You have no phone. You don't know when to wake up. You don't know when to go to sleep. So it's a mental game. So like being a girl from Detroit and all you had was what you had, like I could adapt to the environment, but being able to cook and know you could cook before you can go to the show, I didn't care that it was Gordon Ramsay. Wasn't nobody gonna tell me I couldn't cook. They tried to say my turkey was raw, but I got the point. It was cooked. It was cooked enough for me to then had made it to all of these different levels. I'm the first girl on the show to have cooked lamb right. I came from a steak background restaurant. I worked for Tillman Fertitta, and he's really hard to work for.
Oh, really?
I was 22, 23, one of the only black executive sous chefs in the company, working at a high level, coming out of culinary school, working for a company like that. So I kind of already knew the gist of kitchen.
Wow.
When some of those people, they had never even cooked a steak before. So again, I just went in there and I knew I was going to show him some of my Detroit cook. I can make gumbo. Even though we not from Detroit, they think they can make gumbo, but no, New Orleans make the best.
There you go.
But I'm close enough to where I went in and was able to show my influence and my personality to be able to say, even if he don't like it, I'm going to make him like it, but I could already cook.
That's that God's favor right there.
Yeah, there you go. We preaching on the
Yeah.
show. So why you making that? What is this that you're cultivating right now?
Oh, this is my
Look at Shell just looking at it. She's
I
just looking
am.
at it.
I'm
She she ain't take her eyes off of it yet. Look.
This is my
Yummy.
famous pasta that people fly me all over the world for. I make it in different variations, gluten-free, dairy-free. I have a lot of people here in Houston who know me just for my Voodoo Pasta. And again, I told you, I think I'm from New Orleans, and I love New Orleans. So Voodoo is, something from New Orleans, and I kind of wanted to bring that infusion here to Houston. I know 14 different cuisines, so I'm taking French classic cuisine and infusing it with all different other ethnicities. This being New Orleans Cajun French inspired dish.
Shout out New Orleans.
You gotta give credit where credit is
Shout out
due,
New
baby.
Orleans. I had a guy on here. I had a guy came on the show. He's a foodie, but he's like kind of like a Keith Lee.
Okay.
And he told me that New Orleans wasn't the best place where he had food in Louisiana.
Now y'all got to share this like y'all shared that.
Oh, we gonna
million
share
dollar
it?
French toast.
I can't have it to myself? Nah.
Oh, baby. Now I do have some for y'all to take to go, or one to go.
I'm gonna let you dig
y'all
in
can
first.
Share on camera, and then y'all can bust it down.
No, go ahead. Have their business. So Chef, so tell me. Now, a person coming from Detroit, right? Detroit is a place where we know it's a lot of poverty, it's a lot of crime. It's not a lot of things going on in Detroit, right? How long have you been in Houston?
I've been in Houston 10 years now.
Oh, okay, so you're Houstonian now.
I'm Houstonian.
Okay, so how was that transition coming from Detroit to Houston?
Well, I didn't come from Detroit to Houston. I
Okay.
actually went from Detroit to Chicago. That's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. And it ain't even hot like that, because I couldn't even crank my pan how I wanted to crank it, honey. Now
Yeah,
you
good.
tell me that ain't awesome.
It's good. I like the
That's
sauce.
very good.
Thank you. It's French
Yes.
and again Cajun Creole influence. So you get
Okay.
that hint of spice. You taste that pooty spice right up front. Again,
Is this chicken?
chicken and
shrimp?
wild caught shrimp. I rarely cook with chicken, and if it is, I'm gonna go ahead and choose organic. Again, I change my diet, and I cook how I want to eat, and I don't want to be having my stomach toe up in the morning every night. I can't do that. But I'll go and buy some red bottoms. So I said, if I can buy red bottoms, I can afford to eat dairy free and pescatarian, which is being something that digests in the body very well,
Right.
and it's gonna give you all the protein you need.
So let me ask you as a chef, how do you critique places that's supposed to be 4-star, 5-star places here in Houston? Because you have a lot of restaurants that Fertitta owns that's high end, the State 48s, the Maestros, the Willie G's, places like that. So how, when you went as a chef, and you know how food is supposed to taste, how do you critique it?
Okay, honestly, I used to, fresh out the gate, when you jumping off the porch, you critique everything. I was sending everything back at Red Lobster. Yeah, I'm sending it back. It ain't hot. It ain't awesome. I think the older I got in my career field and just mature and start cooking for renowned chefs, your food is going to be good, cold, not cold, regardless. So I think the older I've got, I kind of scale back on just being judgmental on food and just know when I go out that it ain't my food and ain't nobody cooking better than me because I know 14 different cuisines. I just got back from Belize studying abroad in Belize, Belizean style cuisine, and they taught me how to make the fresh plantains and the food from scratch.
Yeah.
And I caught mackerel and yellow snapper, like just being exposed to all of these different types of element of food, going to the botanical garden, eating fresh soursop and moringa, stuff we can't get here.
Perfecting your craft and your gift. That's amazing.
On a whole nother level.
Right.
Right. So I can then be able to be honest, I have a lot of clients that come and deal with me that has food health issues and they're coming with high cholesterol, some type of autoimmune disease, and God has just blessed me to be able to help these people get their bodies on track. They come to me with 2% of life. Imagine having an iPhone at 2% for a year and you don't even know you on 2%.
Wow.
Yeah.
And being able to help you cultivate your diet and understand the mindset behind the food, and understand the science, and understand what it takes to even get your body on track. It's not just one day going to the gym and eating good.
Right.
That's not going to do it. Like, to kill the autoimmune disease, you can take all of the, chemo and all of those, all you want. But if your body is not intaking really good things, you can only withstand so long for the medicine. Food is medicine.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. I know you mentioned God a couple of times, blessed, and what is the connection to cooking and spirituality? Your opinion.
That's a good question. My connection is knowing that either you can be awesome in life. You got two kind of people in this world. Awesome people are not awesome. You can choose to be awesome or not awesome. They said, don't all sinners want to make it to heaven? Like, let's just be realistic. So, yeah, I'm a sinner. Yeah, I'm drink my drink. I'm going to talk my talk, do what I do. But at the end of the day, I'm here knowing my purpose, my passion, and what I'm here for. And it's to help people understand food from another light. And not a lot of people are educated enough to know, hey, how can I correct this behavior in my life? It's so many people, like being able to cook for one of the greatest, Tyson Chandler, and being able to train his body with different superfoods and being able to see how he perform. I will watch him perform because they play a lot of games. I will watch him perform on the screen and say he cramping. Okay, I need to change this in his diet. I was taking my craft really serious even at that time. So it's really, to me, understanding and knowing what you're here on this earth for. And I'm here to help people through food.
That's amazing, because some people don't really understand or know what their purpose is, and they refuse to try to find out. They just,
She said they refuse.
Well, it's a choice, You can either have a higher way of learning and open to it, or you can just go with everyone else and what everyone else says and does and get comfortable and not want to grow. You see it all the time. Right. So
yeah,
it's amazing.
Yeah.
I applaud you.
Thank you.
That's amazing.
I'll give you a hand clap
It makes
for that.
me happy.
I got a hand clap for that. Yeah. So finding your purpose. I like that. Finding your purpose. A lot of people don't find their purpose. Never. Right? But you found your purpose. So in finding your purpose, fulfilling your purpose, what are some things you do while cooking to fulfill your purpose?
I do a lot of self-reflection. Again, I got into yoga a couple years back, and being able to understand that it's more than one way to feed your body. So then tapping into yoga, being able to center myself. I'm a Pisces, so we all over the place, right? And so being able to just step back and understand that I don't have to move so fast in life. I really thrive on that every day. I pray every day, Lord, help me to be patient. I mean, I'm from Detroit. I would cuss anybody out that cut in front of me. I will honk you down. And I just, understanding where I'm at now, it's people crazier than me.
Yeah, no, it is. Especially in Texas.
That crazy.
Always, yeah.
I don't want to be that crazy. I don't even want to be labeled as crazy. I want to be labeled as awesome. I'm going to let the crazies be crazy because it's people out here. And I don't want to adopt that name.
Right.
They will test your gangster though. I mean, all the time.
Right.
It's like, I ain't killing no
Hey, but when you roll with some of the best here that's been in Houston, I'm here on y'all's podcast.
Right.
I'm rolling with the best.
That's right.
When you know some people and you build this relationship, I'm here to build this relationship. You know what I mean? It's not a lot of people. So many people sit on their high pedestal and they're scared. That's why they can't live to their full potential and purpose. God told me, Nedra, if you don't do your pop-up brunch this year, you will never do it again. I had to be so clear in my mind to even hear that. And you could say God, you could say the universe, you could say moons, rocks, sage, whatever you want to say. I'm calling it out. And And so knowing that God shows you in life these different stages, he give you confirmation when you say, oh, I had deja vu, or this just fell in place, just so awesome. I reached out to you and it just was just energy through just DM is awesome.
Yeah.
Right? When I'm sliding in all DMs.
He's sliding all DMs.
All the
Shout out to
hottest
sliding
podcasts.
DMs.
I'm trying to get on Isaiah Carey's show.
Okay.
I'm sliding in everybody DM because it's time for me to really understand that my purpose doesn't just serve in home. Good food bring a family together.
Right.
It's so true.
People can be, I've had clients in the middle of divorce, and when I'm done cooking,
they back.
we
Dancing
back on.
Right.
Hey, let me put these little rose petals down. Let me put a little razzle dazzle.
Look, they say that good food keep a man too. That's what they say.
And if you gotta hire you a chef, you can go to chefnedraharris.com and get you a chef, because I'm out here I keep my head in my pots. I don't care what nothing you doing. If you see me out in the street, be awesome to me, because everybody know me. Hey, chef, I'm awesome, but I keep my head in my pots because my assignment here on earth is to create good food and spread the word. I'm gonna make it to heaven. Can't nobody tell me different.
It is.
DMs lead to DIs. Divine intervention.
Hey, say that one more time. What?
Right? Say it again so I can get it.
DMs lead to DIs, which is divine intervention. So you already know.
You came up with that?
You can't lose. You can't lose.
Right. I'm gonna steal that.
You see how
It's
seamless
women's. It's listen, y'all only want to give us a month, but I'm here and I'm gonna say it first. We taking it all year, sis. Right?
So let me ask you this. I know you cook for a lot of people that's known. Give me some testimonials, like a testimonial of something that stands out in your mind that you always will remember. I know you have so many of them.
Dang, I had so many good ones. I would have to say my player Carlos Watkins, tight end for Arizona Cardinals, and at the time he was playing for Dallas Cowboys, and being able to be certified and fly all around the world with him and his family on vacation, and then being able to go to the locker room with my jersey on that say chef on the back, 81 chef. And me courtside and me all, and being able to get that, I look up to these people as well as they look up to me. But him telling me, chef, I eat anything you cook. I swear to God, I eat anything you cook. Those moments where we just getting home from the nightclub and I just go in and just make something real quick. They be like, chef, we ain't had nothing in the refrigerator. Y'all did. Y'all just didn't know what to do with it. So just having those moments, again, bringing families together, being able to cook for his mom and dad's vow renewal, like that's instant. You got to be a damn good chef to travel across the world with your client.
Yeah, that's real. That's real.
And get paid.
can't-
And get paid, yeah.
And have your own room at the Airbnb, putting your toes all in the sand. Got
That's real though.
at
Man,
the
when I'm
club.
telling
right?
you can't tell. When God blesses you, let me just stop because
Oh.
I can go
You
all
preaching,
day with
you
that.
It's
preaching,
here, huh?
and we listening.
But I'm just saying, when God blesses you, it's just so beautiful, and you can't even make it up. The things that he allows to come into your life and allows to happen for you, you can't make it up. You can't even phantom it until it happens, and you're just amazed. And the only thing you can do is say, "Ooh, thank you."
Right, because I
Just
prayed,
thank
but
you.
I didn't know that the prayer was gonna come like this and unfold.
Right.
God, you coming through.
Yeah, that's real. They preaching. Y'all can
Listen,
see,
they
we
said
have,
I
we
was
having
in
church
special
over here.
ed when I was in elementary. They put me in special ed and gave me an SSI check.
Most geniuses are labeled as
They
crazy.
put everybody in special ed.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Y'all heard it here first.
Look, back in the day, they put everybody in special ed. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, I mean, I know I had a little trouble with reading, but dang, I ain't awesome in these pots. As a kid, I won, and I would be on the news as a little girl. So growing up and, taking over San Antonio by storm, being on all the hit shows, they aired me when I was cooking for the Spurs during the halftime game. They gave me my own halftime show. Now,
Really?
who you know do that?
Really?
You said it earlier. Who you know cook for the Pope? I'm just saying what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So you got some. Hold up. So you have some events. I didn't know about all that.
See?
So you have places that people came and put you in, right? And it's nothing but God to put you in those positions. So just thinking back, because that's surreal. First of all, to meet the Pope, that's, I'm not a Catholic, but I know how the level of meeting the Pope is, and having a halftime show at a professional basketball game. That's big, right? Because they put a lot of money into these theatrics and all this stuff, and they had you at the show. Just having a professional athlete, not even a professional athlete, a person bring you with their family so you can cook personally for them. That has in your mind, like, do you have surreal moments? Like, this is surreal. I'm in this moment.
Like, this is my life.
This is my life.
I do, and I try to hold it in, but I say, I can't because listen, I done rolled in some $1 million satin silk sheets. I said, I'm taking everything off. I don't care. They got the maid that's going to come fix it. I want to get in all the fancy shop. Right,
Yeah,
they don't
yeah.
treat me like that. They treat me family, because you got to understand, not only am I just cooking food for you, I'm providing a elite experience dining service at your house that you won't be able to get. I know exactly what I can. Tyson Chandler say, "You bad girl." I can know in my mind when he ready for a smoothie. I know he ready for a smoothie. He be like, hey, dang, I knew you. I was thinking for you. I was thinking for you. So then to be able to help cultivate their bodies,
Yeah.
again, that's something that I'm a doctor. I have to worry about allergies, everything. So, again, I don't play with it.
Yeah.
Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with
Don't play
it.
with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. So let me ask you this, and this might be a controversial question because some people might talk some noise. So give me the top 3 places. The top 3 places that you experience. I'm talking in the world.
Okay.
That has the best food, the best customer service, and the best presentation. The top
And
3.
The top 3.
I want you to name them in order. From a chef now. This is from chef now.
Boy.
I already know number 1.
I'm going to just go on and say number 1
Go ahead.
is New Orleans.
There we go.
But
There we go.
I'm going to say New Orleans across the board, even if you're talking about customer service, even if it's what it is, because it's from New Orleans, it's the best customer service. Hey, baby, what you need? Come on, what you need? What you need? What you need? It's still just so
Yeah.
welcome and, fulfilled. Like, even if they cuss you out, come on, baby, come get your food. Come get your food. You ain't even mad. Let me go and come get my cash only, right? You just gonna move how they move. They showing you all love, so I'm gonna have to give it there. And I'm only gonna have to give it to Houston because I'm here in Houston.
I got you.
You see what I'm saying?
I got you.
And
Makes sense.
I ain't nobody out killing me. I'm the best chef in the game. Okay, so I'm gonna have to reverse New Orleans and put them at number 2 because ain't
Okay.
nobody out
All
beating
right.
me.
That's what I'm talking about.
here in Houston. Houston number 1, New Orleans
Bet on
number
yourself.
2, and number 3 will have to be Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
wow.
Really?
They have really great authentic food that's really like and they don't have any resorts that's all inclusive, but going there and you gotta listen. People go and travel. Let me say this.
Go ahead.
People
Talk that
go and
talk.
travel, and they do the same stuff that they do at home. You could have stayed at home. Now you going to the club and popping bottles in Puerto Rico. I'm not saying not to do that, but you're supposed to live life till its fullest. And if I'm just going where I'm going doing the same thing, I'm not living. So I want to go, and I went where the local. I don't want to go to nowhere the tourist is going. Take me to where the local, so then I can understand and see life in a different lens. Being able to meet so many people and study abroad and see life in a different lens is. I don't got a low poverty mindset. I'm a billionaire.
There you go.
Right.
There you go.
I may drive a $80,000 car, but I'm a billionaire, right? Why? Because it's in my mind.
Right.
It's how I live, how I walk. You can't tell me Beyonce got more money than me. I'm the Beyonce of chefs. What?
So the most, let me say not the most, but the highest currency in life. This is what I learned. Is not money. The highest currency in life is relationships and time. Time is one you can't get back in relationships. You can't buy them. And you have relationships with people that people will pay billions of dollars. You know how many people would pay just to be next to the Pope? Be next to these NBA, NFL players? They'll pay money. If they go to these games and pay $20,000 for a ticket, right? And you with them every day, all the time, you have relationships that you built over time that people, it's priceless.
I mean, listen, I'm a chef. They had One Crazy Christmas that's featured on BET that was shot here and filmed by director Greg Carter. And I think he come out of the 5th or 3rd ward, some kind of ward. Oh, everybody got wards. He come out the ward over there around the counter. And he's in the middle of his production. But I have Terry Vaughn, that's Levita from Steve Harvey on set. I have Carl Payne on there from Martin. I have Billy Soror, the comedian.
Yeah, here in Houston.
I have Anton People, the influencer. Right, we got some of these big people, Kiana Dancy, Jaylene Mack, all on set. And in that moment,
She from New Orleans, by the way.
who?
Jaylene Mack.
That's my girl at Impact. Now that's my girl, attorney, right?
Yeah.
Put some respect on her name.
Yeah.
Put some respect on my name. Right? We got her. We got all of these great people on set, and being able to know how to move on set, that's something different.
Yeah.
I took this to the set, and I made that right there.
Everybody lost their mind.
I made me a whole cameo on the scene. I said, go ahead, say that, Chef
Oh, really?
Nedra. Chef Nedra. Now, to be able to be written in on, and I think Brett was the producer from All Black TV. They said, we're going to go ahead and write you in on the script when you can make the director change his script
That's
on
favorite.
set. You a bad mamma jamma. And then when he have his opening night, and he say, if I had opportunity to pick Chef Nedra or Denzel Washington, who you say he would pick? Chef Nedra.
Come on.
You a bad girl. Denzel, one of the hottest. Now, I'm beating this.
The hottest.
Wind me up, baby. Wind me up. And so
Wind
being
it up.
able to cook for people like that, Terry Vaughn, I cooked for her over some years ago and hanging out with her, and she was like, you know what? We friends, right? This Levita from Steve Harvey, right? Right. And then you got Patricia Williams from Patricia Lovely, Hattie Mae from Tyler Perry, that was friends with Terry Vaughn and put us in the same room. And this woman go and make shows about my Pootie Spice and talk about how good it is, because that's the shit you put on everything.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Name some names. I want you to name drop.
I just said a mouthful
did.
right
She had a
now.
whole cast
I had a
full.
whole cast.
Yeah.
You said in the beginning, Chris Paul, Tyson Chandler, Eric Ebron, Brandon LaFell, Maya the singer. Who I haven't cooked for is the question.
Beyonce.
Okay, Beyonce was on my list.
Okay.
Beyonce is on my list.
She's coming.
She
Yeah.
I'm
coming.
gonna make a call.
Yeah.
Make I like that.
All you
sound.
gotta do is just tell God, hey, look, God. Look,
I already
can
done
you
told him.
just-
I'm just
See,
waiting for
you
it to
just
come.
wait, just wait.
I'm just waiting. I know
Waiting on
it's
the delivery.
coming.
It's
I
coming.
know it's coming. I know it's coming.
Yeah.
But it's some people here in the city that I want to cook for. I've cooked for him before, but he didn't know I cooked for him. I want Slim Thug, baby. Bun B got that pooty spice in his skin. Listen, I roll up on everybody with this. I rolled up on Bun B at the HEB and told. He said he came in with his head down with that cool slow walk. He looked up. I said, slow motion better than no motion. He like, I'm coming in here looking for some jerk seasoning. Now look how gorgeous. And I ride around with this in my red chop. You see me pull up on, you can hunk at me all down there on Westheimer and Richmond, all across. I'm pop that trunk on.
Look, police gonna roll up.
And I done gave them some too. I got out a ticket last week with this booty.
What
This
you
a
selling? What you
bad
selling?
mamma
What's in that trunk?
HPD. I said, look, I'm sorry. Next time I put on my blinker, here you go. She said, what's this? I said, Google it, baby. She said, I got you. She let me make it. I said, it's History Month all year long.
Right.
Not just in March. We taking it. It's Black History Month all year long because
yeah.
black people winning.
For real.
So some of the greats, then I want to cook for, like I said, Slim Thug.
Okay.
I've cooked for him before. He's been at the turkey
his
leg.
diet, didn't he? Like, or
He
something?
he work out. He
Yeah.
work. I see. Sugar Daddy Slim working out. I
Yeah.
see him, but he ain't eating what I'm cooking.
Okay.
He ain't met me yet.
Yeah.
He don't know I'm coming, but he know now.
Okay. Yeah, he gonna know. He gonna see this. Yeah. So
I'm looking for him. I've been all in his
Slim.
DM. I done sent 20, 30, 40 people. I done had, what's his name, Chris Bacon from Rap A Lot. I done had everybody say, nah, I'm on your heels. Candy Eastman, I want to cook for her. I hadn't cooked for her yet. Isaiah Carey, I want to cook for him. Hadn't cooked for him yet. It's some people here in Houston that I feel that are powerful people that I just look up to. Sheila Lee Jackson, our ex-existent mayor. It's some people.
Sylvester Turner, yeah.
Yeah, it's some people that I want to bless with my food just on turning them on to experience that they can't get here. Most of them.
That's amazing.
She holding her pasta in her hand. She
eat
makes
it.
sure
Nobody
she's taking
getting
it
this
with
back,
her.
right?
See her? She gonna take that home, right?
I
This
got
is
a
for
to-go
me.
container
All right.
right here. I
Okay.
got 2 to-go containers,
just
so y'all
hold
can
it.
take
See
y'all
how she
with
doing
y'all.
it?
She said
I'm not
that's
putting this
She
down.
was gonna wrap the plate up.
I'm gonna take
with
some
the
of that
napkin
French
over there and
toast
take
too.
it with her too.
That's my morning.
I see. She look.
No,
She had.
that might be dessert.
Ooh, there you
Yeah.
go.
She had it planned already. See, she said, "Forget about me." She's like, "Adam, you ain't getting nothing."
You
Look,
gotta
look.
go to
He said he
McDonald's.
was gonna take you to Big Mac, and what did I say? Did I lie about what I said? Or he did awesome today. He don't owe you no Big
No
Mac.
Big
right?
Mac. Mm-mm.
So
Big
let me
Mac
ask you this, Chef. Let me ask you this. I had a conversation with a good friend last night, and her daughter, she's in culinary school right now, 19 years old, about to come out. And the thing is, she's not getting the responses that she thought she was going to get. Being a black woman, young black woman in the Houston area, think she could just come in and be that sous chef. So what are some words of encouragement to people similar to yourself, younger though, that once they're inspiring to be chefs, but they're discouraged because they don't know how to communicate or they don't know the ins and outs? Like, what are some words of encouragement that you went through, some trials that you went through that you overcame?
I had a black guy named Dwayne Gale. He ran all of the one of the top restaurants here in San Antonio, Texas, the Tower of America, where I became the first black youngest executive sous chef in the company. And he's from Houston, and he would tell me, you ain't gonna cry, toughen up, right? It's a man's industry. And at the end of the day, being able to be disciplined, you have to be disciplined. It's not consistency. You can make French toast pancakes consistent all you want to make. That's all you gonna do. But you have to be disciplined in your mindset and everyday living and understand you got to kiss a lot of to get where you going.
So you gotta let that ego out the door.
No egos in the
ego.
kitchen.
There you go.
There you go. You wrapped it up for me. No egos in the kitchen. I worked at Disney World. My first restaurant, I worked at Disney World, Epcot. We had thousands of people. You know, that's being on stage, on live performance. So being able, again, to understand the mindset that pressure make diamonds.
Right.
And if pressure make diamonds, I got to go through some stuff to get to some stuff, knowing that I used to hear my mama and grandma, you got to go through some stuff to get through some stuff. I didn't know what that mean, but here I am today looking good in my 30s saying I got to go through some stuff to get through some stuff. Them same bridge you got to climb and cross over, you got to meet them same people back again. So don't burn no bridges. Can't nobody in Houston say I didn't burn no bridges. I done did business with some of the best of them. Steve Rogers, Nakia at the Turkey Leg Hut, JR at Lost and Found, and Jonathan, A-Life.
Yeah.
You know, I'm about my grind and my hustle. Listen, I sold trunks. I sold plates out the trunk of my car here in Houston. I went to all the hottest hairstylists here in Houston and made a name for myself selling listen, I was selling plates at $10, $12 a plate, putting snapper and lamb chops in a plate, making my sweet teas, right? Not because I could afford, charge them more than that, but it wasn't about that. I wanted to build the relationship, and I wanted to have some cash in my pocket, because I'm from Detroit, and if you can't make no money in Houston, you just need to hang it up. For real, it's some money out here. People say they struggling, but they ain't struggling.
You know, if you really want something, you gonna do whatever you gotta do to get to your goal, to reach your dreams. If God puts something on your heart, nothing's gonna stop you. Like nothing or no one.
Relentless. It's like relentless. Well, I'm gonna say this. It's like being relentless. One, having favor, right? Because that's a big one. You gotta have favor, right? And also being able to provide the service when it comes. Because the thing is, a lot of people want things, but when an opportunity presents itself, they're not prepared.
Opportunity meets preparation.
That's right.
And if you not prepared, you can't be. Listen, I used to make this in my kitchen, cutting it with Lowry's, right? My mama can't have it. She would just get sick. I would cut it and cut it. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. The game is to be sold, not to be told.
That's right.
This is the game of Monopoly. I'm trying to pass, go collect $200, pray I don't land in jail, go get boardwalk, buy a water place, put rent on a couple of two, and go get my $200. Yeah. Right? That's what I'm trying to do.
Right.
So if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. And all the greats have sampled from the greats. Look at Kanye West, my favorite song, Through the Wire from Shaka Khan, right? And he took something so great and made it great. Even though Shaka Khan feel a little bit away, I ain't talking about your Shaka. But I'm saying somebody of that type of caliber. Y'all watched the documentary of Kanye West and Cootie?
Yeah.
Cootie and Kanye was a hell of a team.
Yeah.
And I got my twin sister, who you know that can come in the game on level 20. I'm on level 20. She done went and had babies and all this. I'm on level 20 and said, jump in, tag you in. And she'd be able to produce everything you need. We started with a company. Again, we got a TV show coming out on Tubi. We signed with Chandrella Avery at Glass Slippers and Homestead. And they say, I ain't had the money. Listen, I had the money, but I ain't had the money. I had to make sure I had rent. I had half of the money. So I took half the money and said I only had half of that and try to produce this project. And they told me, well, you got to edit it and you got to do this. I took it back to my sister, and my sister said, don't worry about it. I'm going to figure it out. And to be able to jump in on my level, and you got to understand when you have a purpose in life, you gotta sell the dream for everybody to come get on your board so you can save these lives. So I had to convince my sister, listen, I'm working for God. I promise you. If you just follow me, I promise you I'm not doing nothing out of God's will.
Right.
But if you help me, I promise it's going to. Don't worry about your thank you. I may not thank you now, but when I get to the Grammys and the Soul Train Awards and BET Awards playing my song with Project 88, Pootie Sice is a lifestyle, hook it up, cook it up, I'm going to say my thank you. We still working right now. It's all hands on deck. The train has left the station. If you ain't on board now, you're going to be looking from Instagram.
That's real. But that's real. Having a team.
I love it.
Having a team is important, man, because teamwork makes the dream work, which is a cliche term, but it makes sense. Because you need a team to be successful. You can't do it by yourself. It's impossible. Even though you might have the skill to do it, but you're going to wear yourself out trying to do the marketing, trying to do the editing, trying to do the producing, trying to do the agent side, managing the money.
Reading the contracts. That's the hardest part. You got to pay for these attorneys, but they got Jaylene Mack that's out here working with budgets.
Yeah.
They say she working with budgets, and she awesome. They got also another attorney, somebody else I use. He awesome, too. I'm plug you in. I don't know you, but you got me out of my contract, and I got back in, so you did something right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's real, though. And it's important for that to take place. And a lot of us, when I say a lot of us, I mean black, we don't understand that it takes multiple people to be successful, right? You see these big corporations with multiple people working for these corporations, not knowing everybody has their role. Now, in our community, we known for like being the chief. We want to be a chief, and that's it. Oh, you only could go so far. You know, the ceiling only could go so far.
Ain't it
right?
only one Beyonce and Beyonce? You gotta let the star be the star.
Yeah.
And my sister understand. You the star, honey. I make sure you listen. She said, "Listen, I know you Chef Nedra and you look good, but you gotta take it back. You got some fly tennis shoes, but hit them with that toothbrush one time. Who still hit their shoes with that toothbrush on the side with that awesome?
Yeah, they keep it clean, right?
Keep you clean.
You need them authentic people on your team to keep it real with you at all times without all the fake. You know what I mean?
No games.
Exactly.
Just tell me the real.
Yeah.
So
That's good.
what are some words of wisdom that Chef Ramsey gave you?
Let me take me a little shout that one first, because I'm going to tell y'all what he said. Y'all can play it back on Fox Hell's Kitchen. You're going to hear what he said. He said, Nedra, I'm sorry to tell you, but this your last show. I'm convincing these people that no. Y'all need to redo. They cheat. Y'all cheating. Y'all. Look, I'm from Detroit. I already threw flag on the play. Y'all cheating me. He looked at me and said, don't worry about it. You're going to make it very far. You're an excellent cook. If you need anything, any references, you give me a call because you can cook.
Wow. It was Chef Ramsey said.
Run it back.
He have an accent, right?
Yeah,
He British.
So say it with a British accent.
Oh, baby. I can say it in my New Orleans accent. Oh, baby, you did awesome. You did real awesome.
Yeah.
You see
That's
what I'm
amazing.
saying?
I'm
You
so
know what
happy
I'm saying?
for
To
you.
be able to do that, but to not only, it's a lot of people who came on his show. Jalen Rose, I was able to cook for him. He out of Detroit, right? I know my players look.
Right, I got you.
I'm out here cutting up, right? So, again, being able to, on that type of level, just seeing the people that you looked up to as a young kid, everybody touchable.
Yeah, absolutely. 6 degrees of separation.
Say it again.
6 degrees of separation.
Listen, you got to go and get what you want. And you can't just think about it. You got to do it.
Yeah.
Right.
And I would say to everybody out there, Kobe Bryant, I tell this to all, like I go and speak at a lot of different seminars here in Houston. I go and work with the Pearland School District. I give back to the kids. I want to, not only share knowledge, but I was that girl in I remember myself being that girl in culinary school and having George Bush chef come and teach me how to do plate presentation. I was that chef, right? I was that chef in the newspaper saying, dang, in the 8th, 9th grade, I was, front cover in color. In 1996, 1997. It wasn't no black people in color in Romulus school district suburbs. There wasn't no black people. I'm up there holding my Martin Luther King sign saying, I have a dream. Because I had a dream even then. So I would say, like, Kobe Bryant was the greatest, right? He went every morning. He practiced. He shot 100 free throws and nonstop until he made every one, right? So somebody having that much dedication allowed me to go and understand that I don't have to just be perfect. I got to make it every time. Right. Perfect is not the objective here. Long as I make it, it could have went in a little bit wobbly, but long as it went in, I made it. And having that kind of mind maturity, and again, I be around mature people. I cook for one of the greatest poker players, John Peake. He's based here in Houston. I don't sign NDAs. I don't sign NDAs, and people know I don't sign NDAs because I'm awesome. Now, I'll be quick to make you sign one, but, sitting down on the back porch, talking to Tyson Chandler and understanding the mindset, not only of the game of basketball, but the game of basketball is the game of life. How many people you can say sit down on the couch and talk to Tyson Chandler and be able to pick his mind on playing in the league for 19, 20 years without any major injury and still be able to perform and won a championship, made it to the USA, doing that. That's like cooking for LeBron. I'm on LeBron heels too, Nick. I know, what's the wife name? Savannah. I know you can cook, and I know you be in them pies, but let me come hit them one time. You know what I'm saying?
So, look, Chef, let me ask you this before we get out of here. Words of wisdom. What would you say, and this is me closing, unless Michelle has a question. Words of wisdom. What would you say to somebody that's watching, that's inspired by looking at this podcast? What are some words of wisdom that you'll give them?
Word of wisdom is stay awesome. Understand that it's people in life here that you cross, and you don't cross them just by accident or by chance. I crossed your path for a reason, right? You didn't have to answer the DM, right? But it was a blessing that I spoke this into existence. So being able to just, have the mindset of I can do it, that's real. When they say I can do it, my Uncle Randy, he used to tell me, I can do it. Yeah. I used to be like, this man tripping. But now I understand what that really means. You got to really take that to heart. Right. And taking that to heart is really believing in what you're saying. You have to be the first believer. Listen, this Mother Day brunch I'm sponsoring, I asked my player Tyson Chandler. I asked, right? You thinking that in your head, all these celebrities, I'm going to get hooked up. I'm going to get sponsored. But nobody like to see you do it better than you do it yourself. Right. So I took my money that I saved working with I work with Fuel Up here in Houston. Y'all see the gas stations that say Fuel Up and Dream Charters. That's one of my clients. I love him to death, Taha. He working with him, they are Indian. So understand, first of all, what black chef
work with Indians? Indians don't do nothing with nobody.
Don't
but
they
Indians.
Got Ramadan and herbs and turmeric and cardamom and all of that on their own? Don't they make their own dishes? Yeah. I'm just saying. So to be able to be in that light and see that culture is a whole nother level of experience of living life. To see culture being lived in somebody else's lens, I would say, you got to go for what you know. You got to believe for what you know. And you got to do what you know. My grandma used to say one thing, do what you know to do is right. So if you do what you know to do is right, everything else is going to fall in line.
That's real.
Yeah, it is real.
That's real. So getting out of here, Rachel, you got something? No questions?
I'm just ready to eat.
She ready to eat.
She want to eat the cold.
So look.
I want to eat off camera because,
So
she couldn't eat how she wanted to eat.
Before we get out of here, give the people the information for the Mother's Day brunch and where can they find you on social media platforms.
All right, listen, this your girl Chef Nedra checking in, and I got that Pootie Spice, and you can get that on chefnedraharris.com. Pepsi has been oh, awesome. Thank you. Let me redo my take. Let me be
There you
awesome.
go. Yeah, right there.
Let me fix my chef code. Let me because I've been lost some weight. I'm out here looking slim,
looking
thick,
good.
sexy.
Watch out.
Okay. And single.
All right.
That part with no kids. Who you know my age with no kids looking good like this in her 20s, but 30-something. 30-something, you won't know, but something like that. Hey, this your girl, Chef Nedra, and I'm checking in. I got that Pootie Spice at chefnedraharris.com/shop. And don't forget, I have a pop-up brunch here
In the mic.
on... Oh, see, I didn't got up. Let me just scoot up. Let me redo my take. Just
There you
edit
go. Go
it
ahead.
again.
Yeah, I can edit it out.
Okay. Where I was at? I need to start back with my Pootie Spice?
Yes.
Okay, get
Yeah.
me awesome because I
Go
want to
ahead,
be
I got
awesome.
you.
Yes.
Right. I want my audio to be awesome because we say if your audio not awesome, they not going to put it
up
on.
there. That's right.
I'm still in QC. Get me out of QC. What's y'all people over there on Homestead, Chandrella Avery, and what's the people?
Talking about Black Glass, huh? What is it? Glass
House.
Glass House. Yeah.
On Tubi. Okay. For real, they had you in QC. Listen, just for audio. This your girl, Chef Nedra, and I'm checking in. Listen, you can go get your Pootie Spice. Now, this the shit you put on everything at chefnedraharris.com/shop. You also can find it on Amazon. And you can Google it, whatever you want to do, make sure you go get it. But not only do we have a Mother's Day pop-up brunch here in Houston, Comedy Jam headline the hottest comedians here in Houston. Lil Durl, the comedian, J Can, sexy J Can. We got Boss Lady, and she's the only female comedian that's going to be on stage cutting it up. And we also have Ben Jackson, the damn fool, and y'all just saw him at the Improv, and Lil Durl at Nephew Tommy show. Make sure y'all go get y'all tickets at Eventbrite, chefnedraharris.com, and all the other platforms. Your mama this year don't want to eat at Golden Corral or Luby's. She want to come to the Comedy Jam. So make sure y'all pull up, go get y'all tickets. VIP is selling fast. And with VIP, we giving out free champagne.
Okay.
We have a raffle ticket. The raffle ticket only $35, so you can get a chance to win a dinner with me at your house hosted for 6 people.
Oh, wow.
Listen, I'm about to come cut up in these pots. And not only are we giving away best dress for men and women, so make sure y'all come suited and booted. This Detroit, we come dressed down. Bring the Bentleys out. Bring the Ferraris. Bring your mama. Bring your sister. Bring your brother. Pull up on us.
Not the pink suits. We don't want the pink suits. You know,
If
y'all
you
dressing.
don't listen, I ain't saying nothing, but I'm saying something. It's Mother's Day. Put your how they used to say, put your Sunday's best on your
Sunday's best.
dress.
Yeah.
Right.
Your
Right.
Sunday's best.
Church. Guys, look.
Preach.
There you go. You done heard it there. Look, y'all look. Make sure y'all get y'all tickets for the Mother's Day brunch. But Chef, I appreciate you coming through the show. Rachel, I appreciate you coming through the show. We got a lot of great things over here. And I'm gonna say this before we get out of here. Everybody that comes up here, and this real life, this real talk. I promise you, every time they come up here, a year later, they 10X. Cause I don't know what.
You said so fast. Slow down. We're from New Orleans, but we ain't from New Orleans.
So I'm gonna slow it down. So everybody that comes up here that has a business, that does something in the community, they wind up 10Xing whatever they're doing because they speak it on here first. This is like a hub for blessings over here. You feel me? So that's what we're doing over here. So receive those blessings. I see you. So, but I'm not preaching. I told you I preach on Sundays. So
collection plate.
That's right. So make sure you guys hit Chef Nedra up, and she's gonna hook you guys up with some great information. Make sure you guys get the tickets. Rachel, what you got? You got something, Rachel? You got something in your heart? Go ahead. I know you got a word in your heart.
I really don't. I just enjoy the food, like really, and I'm just looking forward to eating.
She ready to get off
I'm
camera.
looking forward to eating.
She stole my food. She stole my food, but it's all good. Sharing is
But
caring.
I do want to give y'all both a bottle of food.
Okay.
Y'all gonna have to take the one that on the site.
It's
That
all-
one's open, and then we got another one
That's
somewhere.
fine. I'll take it.
Again, low in sodium, no MSG, no preservatives, no extra additives. Now that's the shit
That's amazing.
you put on everything.
I appreciate that. Look, guys, you know this is Culturally Distinct Podcast. You know we got the Pootie Spice, we got 605, we do black over here. We provide, we advertise, we promote blackness. As long as it's positive and you're doing things to help the community out, we all for that. You feel me?
But hold on, I got something to say. The people just want to know. The people out there want to know, would you book Chef Nedra to come do not only a special occasion, but come pull up to the house and do something intimate?
You know what? I got something coming up.
Say less.
Something coming up. It's going to be an interactive show. It's going to be multiple people. We might do it at a location, Airbnb or something. And we're going to need a chef to cook. So there we go. Y'all heard that on Coastal Distinct. Now
I work with all budgets. Now listen, I'm gonna even do something better because you awesome. All you gotta do is buy the food, and you ain't even gotta go to the store and get it. Okay, and I'm gonna come cook.
I got you.
Nah, I didn't say it at all. Now that's the hookup. Detroit said what's up.
Hey.
Detroit said what's up. Detroit in the house. We say what's up.
You know what it is. Shout out to Detroit. Late Ice Wood, y'all know what it is. Hey. We gotta get out of here, man. Look, I appreciate you guys for tuning into the show, man. Make sure you guys tune in, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Man, we appreciate you guys. Much love. This is us, and we out of here. Peace.
You guys were awesome.